Hello, welcome children. So we come to type 2 questions of circle theorems, and these questions are the questions where you have radius, tangent and chords, all three things together. So we'll solve these kind of questions, and the theorem is very simple. I'll show you what the theorem is. I'll tell you two tricks, okay, which you will use to solve all these questions. See, if you have a circle, and you have a radius. This one is radius, this one is radius, radius. So if you draw a triangle like this with a chord A, B, O. Okay. What kind of triangle is AOB? You find that two sides are equal, so it is an isosceles triangle. Okay, this trick you should always remember. Two radius always create a triangle which is isosceles. I will create one more triangle for you. See, that is also isosceles triangle, and this part we will be using many times. Suppose I draw here and here. So this is also radius, this is also radius. So suppose DE. So ODE, this triangle, this particular triangle is also isosceles triangle. Why? Because two radius are equal. So this trick you should remember. Okay, and apart from that, okay, note it. Okay, I want you to note this. These small tricks will always help you. Whenever you have two radius, the triangle in which they form with the chord is a isosceles triangle. Now next one is from the circle theorems. Suppose there is an external point P and there is a circle O. This is external point P and this center O. Now how many tangents I can draw to this circle? 2, correct? So let me draw those two tangents. Touching at one point, touching at one point. So PA and PB. My drawing is not so precise, but these are two tangents starting from P to the circle A. A is the point where circle is touching this line, and B is another point. Okay. Now what is the relation between these two tangents? The length of these two tangents are equal. PB is equal to PA. PB equals to PA. And what was the original theorem which we understood? OA is the radius and it will definitely make 90 degrees with the tangent. If I draw another line OB, this is also going to make 90 degrees with the tangent. Okay. These small things, and the triangle in a circle like this. What is this triangle? Isosceles, RR. So this is isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle, this angle will be equal. Suppose this is X, this is also will be X. Isosceles triangle, angles adjacent to equal sides are equal. So this thing, if you remember, you will be able to solve all kinds of questions which are given here. What I always suggest is, while you are learning with this video, always keep open the exercise which we are doing. So we are doing type 2 questions of circle theorems in our website examprep.world. So we have the question here. PA, PB are two tangents. See, they are tangents to the circle, and this angle is 110. Then APB. I told you in the previous video, this angle, how much it is. So the traditional process of doing this is draw a line here. So this is 55. This is also 55. These two triangles are congruent. Now if this is 55, this has to be 35. This is also 35. 35, 35, 70. So this angle is how much? 70 degrees. So angle is 70 degrees. And what was the shortcut which we learned in the previous video? Thus these two angles are supplementary. That means their addition is 180 degrees. Okay. So if this is 110, this obviously has to be 70. That was a trick. But traditionally you have to prove it like that. Prove the congruency of two triangles and tell them that the angles are equal, add them, and that's your answer. Now let us do next question. Here, O is the center, and see, this triangle is isosceles. PQ is 70, POQ. this angle is 70 degrees. Okay, POQ is 70. Now TPQ, they are asking TPQ, practically this angle. Okay. Now don't confuse this one with alternate segment. This is not alternate segment thing. Okay. How much is TPO? This one is 90. Correct. And if this is 70, this triangle is isosceles, right? How much will be that angle? 55, 55? Because 55, 55 and 70. I'll draw this thing once again for you here with a bigger one. This is the diagram, right? Now let me use another color. So they said that this is 70. Now this triangle is isosceles, correct? Now this angle and this angle will be equal. If two angles are equal, one is 70, it should be 55. And this is also 55 because the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180, right? 55, 55, 70 makes 180. Now overall this angle was how much? 90. So 90 minus 55, this particular angle is 35 degrees. So TPQ is how much? 35 degrees. I hope you understood about this. Easy. So we used our technique of isosceles triangle will have equal angles. That one we used. And the radius is always perpendicular to tangents. These two lines are perpendicular. That minus this gives you 35. It was easy, right? Let's move on to the next one. AOD is 135. They have already given. They are asking BOC. This particular angle is the question. How do we do this? Very simple. Look, if you have to have this one, if you can get this angle and this angle, you can easily get this because 365 minus that one will actually give you BOC. So how to do that one? So we draw a line here. So this is 135. So how much it is? This 2 is 135. So this one is 135 divided by 2, 60. 67.5. Okay, now let's go do this question. So draw a line over here. So this will be 135 divided by 2, which is 67.5. Now these two triangles are congruent, this one and this one. So this is also 67.5, right? And this is 67.5. So these two triangles are also congruent. This is 67.5. So basically 135 and 135, 270. Now 360 minus 270, 90. So BOC is coming as 90 degrees because total round is 365. And if it is 365, so 67.5 4 times is 270. 365 minus 270 is how much? 90. So angle BOC is 90 degrees. I hope you have got it. Easy. Now in this second question, next question, there are tangents. They are asking us length of BC. How do we find this? We will use two tangents to a circle are equal length. Okay. So if this part is 3, this will also be 3, correct? Because BF it will be equal to BD. Look, BF will be equal to BD. Now AF will be equal to AE. This is 4. If this is 4, this should also be 4. Now if this is 11 and this is 4, then obviously this part has to be 7 because 7 plus 4 is 11. Now if CE is 7, CD will also be 7. So now we have BC is 3 plus 7, which is 10 centimeter. Okay. Easy? pause the videos and note. Unless and until you do it on your own and you make an effort to draw these diagrams and do on your notebooks, you won't be learning. See, seeing videos and understanding is very happy feeling, right? But put your neurons to work, right? There are two kinds of neurons, so I always tell to my kids. Like one neuron is which accepts the information and it is very happy to accept all different information. Another neuron is trying to work and trying to solve puzzles. So that kind of neuron is actually working neuron. One is receiving, one is working. So you make 50-50% balance while using your neurons, right? In today's world, I know most of the kids are actually watching reels and shorts on their phones. So you are actually making your neurons happy, the ones which you are receiving, right, on the receiving part. But you also make the neurons which actually work and make them work, okay? Make a balance, it will be a happy life. Next one. So with this, actually these type of questions come to an end, and I sincerely request that keep practicing, pause my videos and practice. Okay, thank you.